I have just completed my annual medical examination. That actually took me almost 2 full days with an overnight stay at the clinic. I arrived there, in the afternoon and left the very next day.
These insights come from observing how a person controlling a robot or performing a task usually interacts with objects and how they behave.
I invite you to undergo a rapid health screening with contactless facial scanning.
I have just completed my annual medical examination. That actually took me almost 2 full days with an overnight stay at the clinic. I arrived there, in the afternoon and left the very next day. Thank God everything turned out fine. To undergo such a thorough examination in just 1 minute, that it seems is some kind of fantasy.
Of course, we won't completely replace the whole existing checkup.
We must move forward and constantly keep moving forward. Having achieved a certain result, we shouldn't stop, but instead elevate our collaborative work to a qualitatively new level. Those who already own and actively use such products gain significant advantages in terms of both efficiency and labor productivity. Clearly, generative artificial intelligence technologies are becoming crucial strategic for the ownership of their own fundamental language models. Not only the largest companies compete for this, but also entire leading nations. According to various estimates, the development of artificial intelligence is possibly one of the biggest technological projects in history. Such models generate gigantic amounts of new data, POS becoming one of the most crucial tools for spreading information. POS and thus are able to influence people's values, worldviews, shaping the meaningful space of entire nations, POS and humanity as a whole, ultimately. We cannot allow critical dependence on foreign systems. For Russia, this is a matter of state, technological, and I would say value sovereignty. Therefore, our country must possess a full complex of its own technologies and products in the field of generative artificial intelligence. The national strategy for the development of artificial intelligence. A specific goal has been established. The total contribution of this vital technology to the nation's GDP by the year 2030 must exceed 11 trillion rubles. It is necessary to quickly eliminate administrative and legal barriers that impede the creation and implementation of sovereign domestic technologies. I want to remind you in this context that in several countries, the attempt at detailed regulation of artificial intelligence has slowed down the development of new products and ideas. I repeat, we must not go down this path, repeating the mistakes of others. The most important fundamental task is to ensure constant, stable, and reliable provision of a significant amount of energy to data centers. Therefore, their deployment plans must be clearly and precisely aligned with the continued development of the entire national energy infrastructure, including advanced, modern, environmentally friendly coal power generation and other clean energy sources, including nuclear energy. This is our strategic asset, a competitive advantage. We plan to transition to mass production, as I've mentioned, of small and land-based nuclear power plants, and we will also continue building data centers at our largest nuclear power plants. We are ready to offer such comprehensive products to our international partners as well. As for our long-term plans in a period of less than 2 decades, primarily in the Urals, Siberia, and the Far East, we intend to build 38 nuclear power units. Their total capacity will be almost equal to the capacity of all currently operating nuclear generation. We will build with our partners a joint framework in the field of artificial intelligence, working both on the basis of bilateral agreements and within the framework of integration associations such as EEEU, BRICS, SKO, and other formats. We propose to closely approach the harmonization of our country's legislation regarding AI implementation and to use successful practices in this field collected on the BRICS platform.
We are striving to achieve a situation where our average age for women is a little bit higher, and for men it's a little bit lower. But we are even setting ourselves specific, clearly defined goals to increase the average life expectancy. And we are doing everything correctly. And perhaps it might even be possible to extend it to 150 years. But first of all, there will always be too little, just like with money. Always. In my opinion, the most important question is not about how many years you get to live. The main question is how you live your life, why you live it, and for what ultimate purpose.